Today we are going to talk about the Boeing aviation in USA. What is Boeing? So, the Boeing company is a leading US multinational aerospace and defense company. This one was founded in 1916 by William E. Boeing in Seattle. It is currently headquartered in Arlington, Virginia, so Boeing designs, manufactures, and sells commercial aircraft, defense products, and space systems to customers in more than 150 countries. Well, we are going to talk about the structure, position, and portfolio of this company. So the first one is the Boeing Commercial Airplanes, that is BCA. So this division is responsible for the design, manufacturing, and selling commercial airplanes such the 737, 767, 777, and the 787 Dreamliner families. It also includes freighter version and Boeing business jet, but more than 14,000 Boeing commercial aircraft are currently in services worldwide. So the next one is a Boeing Defense, Space and Security, for its acronym BDS, and the BDS provides military aircraft, satellites, space vehicles, and defense systems for the governments and commercial clients around the world. Its portfolio includes platforms like the Super Hornet, Pegasus tanker, and Starliner spacecraft. And well, the tier one, that is the Boeing Global Service, the BGS, so delivers aftermarket support and services, including maintenance, training, analytics, and spare parts. It serves both commercial and defense customers, regardless of the original equipment manufacturer, that is the OEM, and positioning Boeing as a long-term life cycle partner. Okay, well, it's important to know who operates the supply chains of these companies. So, Boeing runs one of the biggest and most complex supply chains around the world, with over than 20,000 suppliers across more than 65 countries. So, its supply has the five main stages of the supply chain management. So the first one is sourcing of raw materials and the procurement. So Boeing needs key materials like the aluminum, titanium, composite materials, and the avionics, and they work with many suppliers, including Spirit Aerosystem for the fuselage sections. They work with Safran for the engines and landing gear, with Kawasaki and Mitsubishi in Japan for the fuselage and wing parts, and with Hexcel for the composite materials. But this stage presents a main issue because the suppliers are spread all over the world, so any disruption like the COVID-19 or political conflicts can delay the production. So in the second part, we have the manufacturing. So Boeing has a major assembly plants in US. For example, in Renton, Washington, the 737 MAX is created. In Everett, Washington, the 767, the 777, and the 787 are created. And in North Charleston, in South Carolina, the second 787 plant is created. So different parts coming from all over the world and are assembled at this site. So Boeing usually manufacture it and just-in-time system, which are efficient but leave a little room for delays. Well, the tier one is the distribution. So once planes are built and tested, Boeing delivers them directly to the customers like airlines, cargo companies, or the governments. They use logistic hubs and spare parts centers worldwide for big parts, and Boeing even use a special cargo plane, that is the Dreamliner, or modify the 747 plane to move pieces between factories. The first stage is sales and customer delivery. So planes are sold through contracts, leases, or government deals. Delivery also includes training for pilots and crew, technical manuals, and overboarding programs. And many customers get it maintenance and guarantee of the package. And the last one, the fifth stage, is return and reserve logistics. So Boeing has system for the returning and fixing parts, recycling all airplane components, and upgrading older aircraft. So all of it handled by Boeing Global Service, which support customers long after the sale. So this is the global supply chain of this company.
Well, now let's talk about the project management. First, we have the scope, where we look for develop and implement an integrated solution based on blockchain for traceability and component control. And it's important to include digital twins to simulate assembly process and prevent failures. The goal is to reduce delays, costs, and risk caused by supply chain fragmentation. Secondly is time. Well, the estimated project duration is 18 months. Well, the first phase is planning with 3 months, and these activities in this phase is analysis, solution designs, and test supplier selection. Well, the next is pilot development. These have 4 months, and the activities is platform prototype development with blockchain and digital twins. Well, the next phase is supplier integration. These have 6 months, and their activities is case supplier integration and pilot testing. Well, the last is implementation with 5 months, and the activity is training, real-time monitoring, and follow up this project. Now, cost. Well, it's important to have an investment cost, and in this project, the estimate investment is 12 millions. Well, it's important to have different categories with this investment. The first category in this project is blockchain platform development. Well, the investment is 4 millions in dollars. Well, the secondly is infrastructure and security with $2 million. And 30 is a system integration with $3 million. Next is training and challenge management with $2 million. And finally, contingency fund with $1 million. Risk. Well, the aviation industry is highly regulated, so implementing new technologies like blockchain and digital twins may face delays due to certification and compliance requirements for authorities. And some strategies is involve regulation early and ensure full compliance with the industry standards. The last is stakeholders. Well, these are the individuals or groups who influence or are impacted by the project. Well, for Boeing, key stakeholders include first Boeing top management with strategic decisions. Next, IT and innovation teams with technical implementation. While suppliers with integrate into blockchain. And next is regulators with compliance. The next is airlines clients with the first beneficiaries, and the last is airlines customers with end users. Well, about recommendation. First is build and collaborate blockchain network. In this, create a private blockchain with key suppliers to improve different things. The second recommendation is implement digital twins in production. Use digital replays to simulate and optimize assembly process, reducing errors and increasing efficiency.